Hey guys, what is up? It is the Fast Break Report here, bringing you guys a little bit of a different video today. I wanted to kind of make a follow-up video to the last video I made where I was talking about the potential trade between the Sacramento Kings and the Indiana Pacers in a swap that would send Sabonis to the Kings and De'Aaron Fox to the Pacers. Now, my biggest gripe with that whole trade was the idea that the Pacers weren't getting any extras with it. You know, they weren't getting another young talent. You know, just one more thing. That's all I wanted. And after I made that video, I come over here on fanspro.com and use their NBA trade machine because you can trade draft picks and stuff like that. And it's way more accurate and it's more current than the, ESPN's NBA trade machine. I think that's fucking terrible. This is way better. So I wanted to show you guys a trade that I came up with last night that I think benefits every single party involved, and we can give every single team what they want in the process. So obviously the first team we're going to include here is the Indiana Pacers. The second team we're going to include here is the Sacramento Kings. And the third team we're going to include here is the Charlotte Hornets, okay? And with including the Charlotte Hornets, I think you might know what's going on here if you've been paying attention to, the NBA trade rumors and stuff like that. So let's start off with the trade we talked about yesterday. Sabonis to the Kings, De'Aaron Fox to the Pacers. We're going to send Justin Holiday to the Kings, and the Kings are going to send us their 2022 first-round pick, which is right now within the top 10, okay? If the NBA draft were to start today, okay, Sacramento Kings first-round pick is the 8th overall pick, and the Pacers right now, their 2022 first-round pick is in the top 5, okay? And that's if the draft were to start today. So far, this is what we got, right? This was the trade that I thought seemed most realistic, but I wasn't happy with this because, you know what? Obviously, Sabonis is a bona fide all-star at this point. De'Aaron Fox has yet to prove that he's an all-star. His numbers have been kind of on a decline, and he's got an astronomical fucking salary. So I think you need to get something a little extra here. And that's where the Charlotte Hornets come in. So what we're going to do is send Myles Turner to the Charlotte Hornets, okay? And the reason I think this trade is also realistic is because every team is getting what the fuck they want here. I have figured this out to a point where every team gets what they want, and I will explain it, okay? So we're going to send Myles Turner to the Hornets, and we are going to send Kelly Oubre to the Pacers, and we're also going to send PJ Washington to the Pacers, okay? So this is what the Pacers are getting. PJ Washington, Kelly Oubre for Myles Turner. And I know what you're thinking, oh, that's too much for Myles Turner. And you would be right, technically. But what we're also going to do is we're going to send the Pacers 2022 first-round pick, which is now currently in the top 5, projected to be top 3 by the end of the year, to the Hornets. We are going to give them our potentially top 3 pick in the draft, okay, for PJ Washington and Kelly Oubre. And what we're also going to do here, by the way, we also, I know that sounds bad, but we have Sacramento's pick here in this trade, okay? So Sacramento's sending us their pick. So I don't want people to think, oh, you're trading a top 3 pick in the draft, you're not getting anything. No. We still have Sacramento's here, okay? Which that has the potential to go either higher or lower. It's still a lottery pick, okay? So we're getting PJ Washington, Kelly Oubre, and De'Aaron Fox. Now, what the Hornets are getting is Myles Turner, a top 5 pick, and they're going to get Chimezie Metu. And they're going to send the Kings James Bouknight. And if we try this trade, it's successful, okay? Now, I had some people who complained about this trade, but let me explain. Okay, let me explain. First of all, there's a trade exception involved, okay? It's a $4.2 million out of 7.3, it's a trade exception that was created by Doug McDermott from trading him to the Spurs. So, 4.2 million of that 7.3 million exception, would have to be used in this trade. But when you look at this on paper, man, it's not too bad, okay? The Hornets are not going to miss James Bouknight. The Kings get not only James Bouknight, but they get Sabonis. And they get Justin Holiday, who they could trade Justin Holiday in the offseason if they want. James Bouknight is another guy, like, I guess you could say Tyrese Halliburton is 6'5". You know, James Bouknight is a shooting guard, 6'5", athletic finisher. You could see what Bouknight brings to the table and maybe develop him into another Halliburton and get another trade asset. You know what I'm saying? He's very young. But the Hornets are not going to miss Bouknight, okay, because they're getting not only a top 5 pick, but they're getting Chimezie Metu, who is going to be the replacement for PJ Washington, and they're damn near fucking identical, okay? Metu is 6'9", Washington is 6'7". Metu weighs like 225 pounds, Washington weighs like 230, and the contract difference is significant. So not only do they get a top 5 pick, they get, Myles Turner, and they get Chimezie Metu, who has the potential to be another PJ Washington at a decreased salary cap, so on a lower salary. And I think this works out for everybody. The reason that I think the Hornets would be willing to trade Kelly Oubre to the Pacers is because you get that top 5 pick, okay? That pick, that 2022 first rounder is easily going to be top 3, top 5, okay? Easily. And I don't know why you would worry about sending Kelly Oubre to the Pacers. He's 26 when you have Miles Bridges and you have Gordon Hayward, okay? And I think it's pretty obvious at this point that, they're going to retain Miles Bridges. They're going to retain LaMelo Ball. I'd be shocked if they didn't keep Gordon Hayward around. But it's just the idea. I get it. Hayward's getting older, but still, he's having a very good season. So you don't really need Kelly Oubre. I've seen some Hornets fans argue that, they wouldn't want to trade Kelly Oubre, that they should trade Miles Plumlee or Mason Plumlee, whoever he is on the Hornets. I know there's 2 Plumlee brothers. I think it's Miles Plumlee who's on the Hornets, but he's not a starting center. He's a backup center. He's 31 years old, and the Pacers are not going to want that. In fact, I guarantee you the Pacers wouldn't even do this fucking trade if Plumlee was included in it. Mostly because they don't want a 31-year-old bench center, okay? They want young assets. Kelly Oubre is a stationary shooter. Okay, he's like a spot-up shooter, 6'7". He's played a little bit better this year. And not only that, but PJ Washington's promising. You get Sacramento's first-round pick. The Kings get Sabonis. They get Bouknight, and they get Justin Holiday. This is a trade that I think helps everybody. I find it hard to really complain with all of this. If you guys don't like it, please tell me what you guys think down below in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on this. This is like the first time I've ever done a video like this, so tell me what you guys think about this style of video. Let me know if you want to see more stuff like this down below in the comment section below. But anyway, guys, that's it for me. Tell me what you guys think about this down below in the comment section below. A like helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more. This has been the Fast Break Report, and I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.